When it comes to animation, we often think of mega popular companies like Disney and Dreamworks. But when there's a huge hype around an upcoming release, it's not uncommon for smaller studios to cash in on the release and piggyback off a blockbuster with their own knockoff version, with a similar title or theme that usually goes straight to DVD. And some of these copycats are hilariously bad. No film is safe from the dreaded mockbusters. But they do say that imitation is the greatest form of flattery. So let's take a look at 10 animated movies that were made into bootleg mockbusters. Coming in first at number 10, forget Ratatouille, here's Ratatoing. The Brazilian animation studio Video Brinquedo created the knockoff movie that was clearly heavily inspired by the 2007 Disney hit Ratatouille. Ratatouille follows the story of a culinary rat named Remy, who dreams of being a world-renowned chef at the famous restaurant Gusteau's. After Remy meets amateur chef Linguini, they strike up an unlikely friendship and work together to create exquisite dishes. And like all Disney movies, the pair have their ups and downs and face challenges along their adventure together, but it all works out in the end. Sounds like a great story, huh? Well, director Michel Gabriel sure thought so when he decided to create the obvious ripoff, Ratatoing. The studio created and released the film within 4 months to align with the release of Ratatouille. Ratatoing is a 44-minute film that follows culinary rat Marcel Toing, owner of the best restaurant in Rio de Janeiro. Like Remy, he's a chef, but this rat goes on missions to steal ingredients, or ideas from animation studios, from human restaurants, so his meals are the best. Number 9. Frozen Land. The successful release of Disney's 2013 film Frozen follows Ice Queen Elsa, her fearless sister Anna, comedic snowman Olaf, and the rest of the gang on their epic adventure to save Arendelle from eternal winter. Frozen Land, also known as The Legend of Cirilla, was Canada's first 3D computer-generated feature film that follows the story of 3 young Inuits in search of a promised land to save their clan from starvation. The film was picked up for distribution in the United States by Phase 4 Films, which was later acquired by Entertainment One. With little to no similarities to Frozen apart from the fact that they're both set in snowy kingdoms. But animation giants Disney took it upon themselves to hit Phase 4 Films with a lawsuit over the blatantly copied text in the Frozen title we're all familiar with. And there's no denying the similarities. Less than a month after the lawsuit was filed, Phase 4 Films gave in, and probably a good idea. The parties settled the case with the requirement that Phase 4 pay Disney $100,000, and Frozen Land had to revert back to its original name, The Legend of Cirilla, and that's how you'll find it online today. At number 8, What's Up? Balloon to the Rescue. Another entry from Brazilian animation studio Video Brinquedo, known for their low-budget straight-to-DVD copies, as we've already seen with Ratatoing. What's Up? Balloon to the Rescue follows a quirky professor and his young friends who use a balloon-powered flying house to defeat a dastardly foe. Sounds somewhat familiar, huh? What's Up? Balloon to the Rescue is an obvious ripoff of Pixar's Up. Up takes us on a journey with Carl Fredricksen, a 78-year-old balloon salesman, as he fulfills a lifelong dream, tying thousands of balloons to his house and flying away to the South American wilderness, where he's unintentionally joined by stowaway junior wilderness explorer Russell. Both films were released in the States during the summer of 2009. But instead of thousands of balloons used to lift Carl's house and Up, the quirky professor in What's Up? Balloon to the Rescue uses one giant balloon. So I guess they kinda outdid you there, Pixar. Number 7. The Little Panda Fighter. The Brazilian animated film The Little Panda Fighter is a 51-minute animated direct-to-DVD copy of, yep, you guessed it, Kung Fu Panda, that follows lazy Panda Po with dreams of becoming a Kung Fu legend. The Little Panda Fighter tells the story of Pancada, who works at a boxing club and dreams of becoming a professional dancer. The bootleg movie was quickly produced and released along with the 2008 blockbuster hit to, of course, try and exploit publicity from its release to maximize profits for the production company. And believe it or not, The Little Panda Fighter was also created by the infamous Brazilian company, Video Brinquedo, and like many of their films, received extremely negative audience feedback. Number 6. Leo the Lion, King of the Jungle. A clear knockoff of the iconic 1994 hit The Lion King. The animated mockbuster Leo the Lion, King of the Jungle is a short movie directed by Toshiyuki Hiruma and Takashi Masunga and produced by Jetlag Productions. The Japanese company is well known for its rip-off animated copies. The story focuses on a selfish Lion King who doesn't care for any other animal's feelings until he meets Tui, a lion cub whose mother's been kidnapped by poachers and refuses to return him unless Leo agrees to be a better king. Jetlag Productions just forgot to add a couple of elements to their movie, like a warthog and meerkat sidekick duo. Impressive animation, catchy songs, originality, you get the point. Number 5. A Car's Life, Sparky's Big Adventure. When it comes to Pixar's Cars, it wasn't an overly memorable movie to begin with, and it's arguably Pixar's worst franchise. Yep, we said it. So it's questionable as to why Sparkplug Entertainment created the Cars copy, A Car's Life, Sparky's Big Adventure, that's become an internet meme given the hilariously bad resemblance between Lightning McQueen and Sparky. The 41-minute film takes us along with a young car named Sparky, a little sports car who needs to learn the rules of the road, with a daredevil's attitude. Essentially, he drives around aimlessly and has his gas stolen, so not much of a big adventure. As if this wasn't enough from Sparkplug Entertainment, the infamous studio decided to release three follow-up films about Sparky and his badly animated friends. Yikes. Number 4. Finding Jesus. The 2003 hit Finding Nemo is arguably one of Pixar's greatest films. The story of courage and strength takes us on a deep-sea adventure with clownfish Marlin and his only son Nemo, who's kidnapped by a diver. The story takes us on an exciting journey across the ocean to reunite the pair. There's been plenty of knockoffs to follow Finding Nemo, Sharkbait, Seafood, and Izzy's Way Home to mention a few. But the one that really shocked us and many others was the disastrous Finding Jesus. And yes, this is a real movie. This shameless ripoff is brought to us by Wow Now Entertainment. The story takes us to the ocean with faith-fueled friends Muggles and Joy as they visit Finding Jesus Bay, where Christian stories are told, guided by the sea-famous storyteller Professor Shark. What makes this ripoff even worse, if that's possible, is the production company Wow Now is attempting to profit money by roping in the Christian community, believing that even though it's a ripoff, they'll buy it. And despite the name, the movie shows no respect for the community, nor educates the beliefs the film seems to promote. And spoiler alert, they don't even find Jesus. This is definitely a bottom-of-the-barrel or ocean mockbuster. Number 3. Homeward. In a mythical adventure, two elf brothers Ian and Barley embark on a quest to bring their father back for one day in Disney's 2020 animated hit Onward. This is one of Disney's most recent movies to fall victim to the mockbuster franchise with the release of the 2020 movie Homeward. This uncanny ripoff from The Asylum is known for its not-so-subtle movie remakes. I'm sure you've heard of High School Musical? Well, The Asylum made Sunday School Musical. Say no more. Homeward follows an egotistical elf and his prankster brother as they work together to stop an orc gang from retrieving a magical stone that will give them the power to take over the world. It's pretty obvious The Asylum took what they could from the trailer of Onward and tried to create what they thought Disney was about to release. Though you can tell which is the mockbuster at a split-second glance, the story is different enough for Disney to not hit Asylum with a lawsuit. Number 2. Don Quixote. From the producers that, well, saw Shrek, comes to Don Quixote. And we're not joking, it's literally on the movie's poster. From the creators at Lumique Studios, this movie follows Donkey Ruscio, who suspiciously looks a lot like Donkey from Shrek, as he accompanies the famous Don Quixote, whose servants, Sancho Panza and Ross Rocinante, accompany them to the big city, where the Knight of the White Moon wants to fight Don Quixote and win the love of a beautiful woman. But the only similarities between Shrek and Don Quixote movies are in their look, with both donkey characters. And if you're looking for an Eddie Murphy impression, you've come to the wrong place. Although the animation in Don Quixote is a lot better than most of the mockbusters on our list, with a 4.6 star rating on IMDb, that's about as far as praises go for this movie. Before we continue, make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit the bell to be notified about our latest videos. At number 1, Life's a Jungle, Africa's Most Wanted. Brought to us by Phase 4 Films, this interesting film looks like a school project, and that's being generous when it comes to compliments. When a pretentious sweater-wearing puppy is separated from his owners on an African vacation and has to adapt to a new way of life in the jungle, he soon learns that manicures, blow-dries, and fine dinings doesn't bring the same happiness as friendship. Phase 4 Films quite clearly playing on Madagascar 3, Europe's Most Wanted, which coincidentally was released around the same time. And whilst the title is a clear copy, the storylines are significantly different, but it's pretty clear who has the bigger animation budget here. There's no telling what these bootleg production companies currently have in the works. A bootleg Encanto? Turning red? Who knows what's next? But we can almost guarantee more mockbusters to pop up soon. And that concludes our list of ripoffs of animated movies. Have you seen any of these movies and actually enjoyed them? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more awesome content, and thanks for watching.
Don't make it battle up, don't make it battle up. It's time to help things through. Don't make it about us, don't make it about us. 'Cause that's what lovers do. I never understood how you could ever trust a boy that acts like me. I don't think that I could trust